So, wanted to know if you play you talked a little bit about playing the Roland instrument, which is kind of like an instrument, I guess. Do you play any regular instruments like guitar, piano, or?
I did. I played a little bit of everything, but not too. I played guitar. I learned pianos for a little bit, but I'm not completely fluent with anything. My dad and my brother, they're both saxophonists. Like, they play the saxophone. My dad played in bands all his life. He had a band with his bandmates in Iran, and they would play like Italian jazz to everything by like Gatto Barbieri to just a lot of that classic stuff, like Herb Alpert. And as a kid, I would always, and he had cassettes full of cassettes of jazz and other stuff, and we'd always go to the singer's house, and in Iran, and he was a collector of Citroen cars, like the old school ones. And he had like 20 of them, just some of them like messed up, and he had two German Shepherds, and it was not to go off with the story, but it was really interesting. You just went into the rooms, and you could smell the guitar, the smoke, and I've always I've always been fascinated by it because it's been in my life all this time. But and then and so a little bit of everything.
You know, I just thought about this. How would traditional Iranian music mix with house music?
Oh, beautifully. I actually got an instrument that I want to use. I actually asked my dad to bring it for me. It's the Persian Santur, spelled Santur, not to confuse with the Indian. And it's just the strings you just play with like these kind of like forks. But I think it goes well, the melodies to like, there's also the type of music called bandari music from the South, but it's a completely different groove. But there's so much stuff that you can do with it. And I can't wait. I actually want to bring more of that part of me into it.
I hear a song in the making. Your dad playing the sax, maybe your brother playing that Iranian instrument, and you doing the drums and the beat, and be a big hit.
Absolutely, that's going to happen.
Tell us a little bit about your live set, like when you DJ. How do you DJ? Do you DJ just on CDJs, or do you bring other keyboards, other electronic instruments?
I do just use CDJs. Every now and then I play with vinyl as well. I don't travel with it as much, but if I get a chance, I'll play when I'm in San Francisco or home. I just love my records so much. But my friends back home make fun of me, saying that you don't ever play records. You're not cool, But it's okay. I love collecting records now. Everywhere I go, especially New York or Chicago, I try to go to the record stores and collect samples, mostly like non-techno and house music as well, because I just want to get so much sound. I actually got like an Iranian old psychedelic rock record from LA actually last week. But
okay, cool.
So yeah.
So this Saturday, maybe before you go to Palm Springs, you got to hit a record store because it's a record store day.
Yes.
This Saturday.
Actually, Mark Farina last week told me to go to there. There's a lot of good record stores in Ventura, California.
Oh, okay. Saw that earlier today we had Lars here from Pioneer DJ Equipment, and you were excited about a new piece of equipment that they got.
Yes, they have this equipment called the DJS 1000, which is kind of a sequencer / CDJ that you can work with in a studio, but you can also work with it in
you can program it live.
You can program it live, connect in a DJ set, and I think that's awesome. And I messed with it for the first time at Space Miami, and I fell in love with it. So
yeah, I saw it at NAMM. Very cool stuff. So do you prefer to play a big festival, or do you prefer to play a small, sweaty club?
I like it all of the above, but I have to admit, playing in a sweaty club is so awesome. Feels so nice. You feel so close to the crowd. You can make eye contacts with everyone, and you can just feel their energy right there. Obviously, festivals are just something else. You can't really compare them.
Yeah, I know.
But it all depends. Like Coachella was fantastic.
It was amazing
That's
for you.
That's like the Dewlap stage. They combined the energy of a sweaty club into a sweaty, I could say it's like a sweaty circus in a way. I just love that circus vibe.
Yeah.
Just lots of horns everywhere and just a fiesta.